Hey, what's going on, guys? Sean here from the Insurance Lead Genie. So I want to show you how our lead scoring tool works and show you the data behind why the lead scoring strategy that we use in our lead generation process is so effective. It's not based on theory or an idea. This is based on proven data that we've developed specifically for this system after watching hundreds of thousands of prospects move through our marketing system. All right. What we found over the last 5 years of working with agents, thousands of agents all over the country and running tens of thousands of marketing campaigns and generating hundreds of thousands of leads, we've been able to identify that there are some key data points that we're looking for to determine the interest level of a lead. One of the biggest things that agents struggle with in working internet leads or leads from wherever is not having any way to identify which prospects are most interested. And that is the power in our system, is that we've got an algorithm that clearly identifies the interest level of those in our system. Now, we run campaigns online, and we also have our native Insurance Lead Genie marketing system. All right. And I'm going to show you in a live campaign of somebody who's doing both online campaigns and using our marketing automation system to generate leads, so that you can see exactly how this works and why the Lead Genie system is so much more powerful than any online system out there. Now, a lot of people think that somebody filling out a form online and requesting a quote, giving you their information and requesting a quote is the best lead that you can get. And I'm going to challenge that, and I'm going to show you here with data as to why that's not the case. What we found is the number of engagements through effective follow-up ultimately determines the interest level of a lead. Whether somebody fills out a form or not has no real indication in and of itself of their level of interest. It really indicates nothing more than curiosity. And I'm going to show you why that is and the data behind it. So here we're looking at somebody who recently started with the Insurance Lead Genie. And you can see that they've got 34 deals in their pipeline, 34 leads. And you'll see some of these are new quote requested, some of these are high intent quote requested, some of them are high intent, and some are new quote requested, okay? So the way that our lead structure works is we have 3 different levels of leads. We've got quote opportunity, which is the first level. That's somebody who has 10 points or more. The next level is high intent, which means they have 20 points or more. And then we've got the third level, which is a quote requested, which is the form fill. All right. So what we look for in our system is somebody to have 6 to 8% engagement rates with our marketing campaigns. And we look to have 1 to 3% inbound lead conversion rates. So you're going to have outbound leads and inbound leads. Outbound leads are going to be the leads that you reach out to somebody. The best way I can illustrate that is somebody, if you were in car sales and you're on the showroom floor and somebody walks onto your lot and they peek into the windows of the car and they start looking around at cars on your lot. An outbound lead is you walking out to that person and introducing yourself, finding what they're interested in, what they're looking for, and when they're looking to buy. The fact that they're on the lot gives you indication that that person is interested in buying a car. To what level, we don't know, because you have to call them. You have to walk out and introduce yourself to figure that out. The inbound lead is the person who's already selected a car and comes in and says, hey, I want to talk to you about this car on the lot. So it's very similar to what we're doing here. An outbound is somebody who's engaging with the marketing system. They're on the website, they're reading emails, but they haven't necessarily said, hey, I want to get a quote. But the mere fact that they're engaging and poking around lets you know that they're interested. And that's where our scoring mechanism comes into play, to illustrate just how interested they are based on the number of times that they've been on that lot, the number of times that they've engaged. So here we look for 6 to 8% engagement rates. And our system is designed to filter out people that are not interested and then identify the people who are interested and categorize them into what levels they're interested so that your team can spend their time with the people that are most interested while not neglecting people that are semi-interested, because our system will continue to cultivate those people. And here you can see we've got a couple different campaigns. So this is the first campaign. This is the campaign that we're making initial contact with them. And we want 6 to 8% of them to say, yeah, I'm interested. I'm going to poke around. You can see we're at 7.74. Then the next tier is once they've identified that they're engaging, we're going to send a follow-up on that to determine, are you really interested or are you just poking around? And we're going to do that on autopilot. And our goal for this is to really identify, hey, were you just curious and clicking and seeing what was there, or is there some actual interest here? And we want them to eliminate themselves if they're not interested. So here we can see that this was initial contact and this is second contact of, hey, are you actually interested? Almost 30% of them said yes. We had 4% of them say no, which is great. So we had 7 people out of that say, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not interested. I was just poking around. Don't contact me. Great. So we got rid of them. Agent never had to make a call at this point. By contrast, these are all leads that are coming from online campaigns, targeting the same demographic as our system, but we're finding people online, driving them through an online ad to fill out a form and request a quote. We're still going to put them into our system and follow up to determine their interest level, right? And theoretically, you would think on the surface that if somebody sees an ad online and they click it and they make the conscious decision to fill out the form to request a quote, that, well, they ought to be interested and want a quote, right? That's not what we're finding to be the case. We're finding that those people still need the same level of follow-up and cultivation and education as a lead that we start cold. And you can see that as evidenced here with these 30 leads that came into the pipeline from online campaigns who made a conscious decision to fill out a form and asked to be contacted. Only for 5% of them, when we verified, hey, are you actually interested? Only 5% of them responded and said yes. And so this isn't any indication that that marketing online is, or our ad campaigns online are not good. Because all we can do from a marketing perspective is identify the ideal prospect, put an offer in front of them, get them to self-identify and say, hey, I'm interested. But the power of our platform comes in saying that having that automated follow-up to find out, are you truly interested or are you kicking tires, and weeding those people out so that you're not spending time with those people. And our system does that. So we're going to put them in here, and we've been able to identify that 6 of these 30 were actually interested. So 95% of them weren't. But because of our system, our agent was able to quickly and easily see, based on that point value, that only 6 of them are worth a call right now. Let the system continue to cultivate the other 24 until we get them to that point level. So what you can see, and what's interesting here, is when you look at our report, you'll notice here that we've got 5 people. Let me go back to that screen because that's important. Go back to our automations. So what you're able to see with this data is that from our system, we've been able to cultivate 5 people into what our system has deemed as being interested, as evidenced by the clicks and in our marketing campaigns, right? We've had 276 engaged, and these 5 people we've identified as being leads, all right? And when you go and look at the actual reports in the funnel of this particular platform, what you'll find is we've got these leads that have come in and needs contacted. 1 of them have been contacted in follow-up. 5 of them have been quoted. All right. And let's just go and look at which 5 they were. I'll give you a guess. They're all from the high intent automations. They've been cultivated over time with our system and reached the point level that identifies that these people are interested. Versus every one of these people filled out a form online and requested a quote, and the agent has yet to make contact with any of them. So what we do and what sets us apart is we look through this data and we manage all of this on our end. And so in setting up a review call with this agent, we're now able to say, you know what, it doesn't look like we should continue running campaigns online. In fact, what we should do is double down on our efforts in the automation platform, because the Lead Genie leads are far outperforming what we're getting online. And that's the difference. That's the separating difference of our system versus anything else out there. We can still play the online lead game. We can bring the volume in. We can target people on social as a digital marketing company. We can do all of that. But I'm telling you right now, the data supports the insurance Lead Genie system, and using our point scoring algorithm is hands down the best way to identify highly interested, highly qualified, highly targeted prospects in real time on autopilot. Click the link. I've got a trial for you on the other end. I want you to give us a try for 7 days and see just how powerful this system really is.